more and more, I become less of me and more of everything. The more I am willing, the more I open up to the Divine Mother, the more I experience everything as me. The more I am willing and courageous enough to let go of all of the stories I've been told, all of the stories I've been telling myself, the identities, all of the things that I have clung to out of safety, out of fear, as I am allowing these stories to fall away and allowing the Divine Mother to move through me, more and more I experience the bliss, the ecstasy, the pure divinity of what we are a part of. And the more I am in devotion to the Divine Mother, to myself, to each person I meet as the Divine Mother, when I see God, Goddess in everyone that I meet, and I am in devotion and reverence for all of life, for every plant, for every bird, for every tree, for every flower, for every person, when I meet everything as God, as Goddess, as the Divine Mother, I open to the truth of who I am. And who I am is not a story. Who I am is not an identity. Who I am is everything, is a part of it all. And the more I open, the deeper I allow myself to experience myself through life. The more I experience myself through everything, through every flower, through every brush of wind, I become it all. I am no longer separate from anything or anyone. I am the wind, and I feel the wind move through me like a blessing. That feels like pure ecstasy, that feels like pure bliss, that feels like pleasure, that feels like a constant state of orgasmic bliss that just ripples through my being. And the more I am willing to stay open, the more bliss I experience, the more I stay in this state of being. And this is what we are returning to if we are willing and open. The Divine Mother is calling us home. Home to her, to the truth of who we are, what we've always been. The magic is all around us. She is always around us. She is always here. She's always been here. She doesn't beg for us to return. She is gently loving us home. She is the mother that allows her children to fall, to run away, to make mistakes, to turn from her, to experience pain, to experience suffering through separation. And she just is that loving, unconditional presence of unconditional love that whispers, I'm here, I love you. Come home when you are ready. When you are ready, I am here. Loving you just as you are. Loving you unconditionally, just as you are. She says, can't you see that you've always been worthy? Can't you see that you've always been loved? Can't you see that we are all one? Can't you see the magic that you are? The beauty that you are? Can't you see the magic that you are? Can't you see that it's a choice? That you can simply just be in love. You simply can just be in bliss. Heaven is birthed through us, through our remembrance of the truth of who we are and what we are a part of. This remembrance doesn't come with efforting. This remembrance comes with presence, with being, with just simply being. The answer is in nature. Nature teaches us how to experience bliss. Nature is the Divine Mother, and she's always whispering. She's always speaking to us. We just have to be open to hear her. She speaks to us through the wind, through the flowers, through the birds, through the bees. She is always moving through us, begging for us to just feel her, nudging us to just feel the truth of who we are. The bliss state that is always available if we just allow her to move us and move through us. When we open to her, the bliss we can experience. And when the mind pulls us out of that bliss state, when the mind pulls us into the stories again, and the mind pulls us into separation again, and forgetting again, go to nature, go to the Divine Mother, and say, I'm sorry, Mother, I've forgotten again. Can you help me remember? And she will answer every time. She will answer every time. Saying, yes, child. Lie under my branches. Feel the sun. Feel my wind. Brush the worries from your mind. Feel my birds. Chirp away every worry and sing you back into bliss. Let the flowers remind you of your divine timing and how to let go. Let the butterflies remind you how to transform, that everything has a death and a rebirth cycle. Let nature around you remind you who you've always been. And to give yourself permission to just be. To just be. That everything is an unfolding. And there is no efforting. There is the Divine Mother and the Divine Will at play, moving through each and every one of us, guiding us, supporting us, loving us. We are nature. We are just a part of nature, a piece of nature, a piece of it all. And just as she moves the flowers, and just as she moves the bees, and just as she moves the birds in the sky, she is moving you. She is moving me. She is never not there. You are her. You are her, so you can never be separate from her. It is only the mind that tricks us into believing we are separate, and that is the only way. That is why we experience suffering. The mind, when we are believing the stories of the mind, and when we allow the mind to bring us into stories of separation, that is when we experience suffering. When we are in oneness and we feel it all and we are at peace with it all, seeing the perfection in it all and not judging any of it, that is when we are in the truth of who we are. And there is no suffering there. There is no suffering there. There is bliss there. There is peace there. There is joy there. There's acceptance there. There is no suffering. There is just beauty. And this is available to us. And more, this is what we are moving into. This is what is available to us. As we transcend the mind more and more by letting go of the stories and the identities. You are not who you think you are. You are so much more. You are everything. You are everyone. You are a mirror, an expression of the divine. And everyone else around you is a mirror and an expression of the divine. And what you are experiencing in your reality around you is a projection of your own mind, of your own stories. Once you clean the mirror, clean yourself and clear yourself and transcend your mind and let go of the stories, let go of the identities, let go of the fear, let go of the shame. When you let go of all of the programming and you let go of all of the shit, all of the lies you've been told, all of the lies we've carried for generations, when you give it up and give it to God, give it to the Divine Mother and say, I no longer choose to believe these stories. I no longer identify with these stories. I set myself free. When you drop the shackles of the mind, of the stories, you set yourself free. And this is what is available. This is what we're moving into more and more and more. And it's uncomfortable to let go of who you are. It feels like dying over and over and over again. But when it's hard, we can look to nature and we can understand that everything has a death and rebirth cycle, including us. That to grow wings, we must become like the caterpillar in the cocoon and trust in the dark night of the soul, trust in the shadow, trust in all of it, that it is all happening for your highest good. Just like the caterpillar that finds a branch and just turns into complete mush. It doesn't know what's next. It is just allowing the mother to move through it, and it's trusting. It has no choice but to trust. So you can move through this kicking and screaming and resisting, creating more chaos, creating more suffering for yourself, or you can surrender to the Divine Mother, knowing that she's got you. She's got you. It's safe to turn into mush. It is safe to go into all of your shadows and experience the depths of all of it, because none of it is bad. It's just all, it just is. It just is. It's all part of what is inside of us. Everything you are experiencing outside of you, the shadow you perceive in the world, the shadow you perceive in others, it is all a projection of what is in here, what is in your psyche. And as you purify it, you see less and less of that in your external world. As you purify the stories, as you purify the mind, as you release the shadows, as you transmute the shadows, as you come into acceptance of all of your own shadows, which is coming into acceptance of other people's shadows, because they are your shadows. You're only experiencing shadows in others because it's a projection of your shadows onto those others. Experience the world as you. It is all you. If every person you see as if you're just, you're inside your own mind. Picture the whole world as if you are inside your own mind, having a video game like experience of your own psyche. That every person that you see just is a representation of an aspect of yourself. expressing itself to show you something, to show you to clear something, to move something, to show you the story so that you can clear it. It's all playing out in your reality. So don't miss the opportunity by projecting, saying it's you, it's your problem, this is your stuff, this is your shadow. No, it's all of yours. It's yours. Don't let that opportunity to set yourself free pass you by creating separation of that's yours, this is mine. No, it's all yours. What you perceive in in one person is going to be totally different than what another person will perceive in that person, because your experience of them is what is inside you, and their experience of that person will be what's inside of them. And they're just all teachers. Act as if you are the only player in this game, that everyone else is a non-player. Everyone else is just like a bot, let's say. This is just a way of explaining. I'm not saying everyone is a bot. I'm just saying everyone is something you created. In your reality, they're just a projection of what's inside you. You project a certain reality onto them. You project a certain personality. You project a certain story onto them that's inside of you. So that, because everyone is a mirror, so that you can unravel the story within yourself. So you can see yourself clearly. You can see where you're at. You can see if your heart's open. You can see if you're in separation by your reality around you. So don't let the opportunity to see yourself pass you by saying you and me. No, it's all you. It is all you. Even this ant, it is all a part of you. Please don't bite me. And you create it all. Surrender. Surrender to the Divine Mother. And watch how she moves you. Watch how she transforms you and brings you into a state of bliss that you may not even be able to imagine in this moment. More and more and more. I'm just blown away by the state of, the only way I can explain it is orgasmic bliss. That just ripples through my body. And we don't need anything outside of ourselves to experience this. It's all inside. It's all available to us. We don't need another person to experience this. Nothing. We don't need anything. We just need presence. Much love, much love.